support session. So this is a deadlift support session. Pendlay Rows, trying to be pretty explosive off the ground. And it, for me, supports that kind of initial drive. Anyway, so I'm just warming up in sets of 5. I'm going to do 1 plate, 2 plate, probably 3 plates, and then have a little rest and see where we go from there. Bringing in the straps. I've been doing a lot of high rep stuff recently, and the skin on my hands is just absolutely battered. My grip strength, you guys have seen me grip stuff before. Got good strong grip, but my hands are just suffering at the moment. So if you've ever lost a callus, not very nice. So I'm being precautious, taking these precautions. All right, 3 plates, and then I'll have a little rest. Not bad, not bad. Feel quite strong today. Feel quite strong. Okay, so the idea of tonight's workout is I'm just showing you a selection of exercises that I use to support my deadlift. Sorry, let me just turn my music down. I always forget. So yeah, I'm just showing you a selection of exercises that I dip into to support my deadlift. Ordinarily, it rotates around bench rows, Pendlay rows, T-bar rows, deficit deadlifts, and high pulls. Normally, depending on my energy levels or what have you, I choose 2 to 3 of those exercises in a deadlift support session. Now, I hadn't done Pendlay rows for a few weeks, so I just thought I'd cycle those back in. So the idea tonight is just to see roughly where I am with them. Slightly out of breath still, because Pendlay rows do, they get you breathing. So it felt strong, to be honest with you. So I did 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate. So sometimes I go 160 next, but judging by the way the bar moves, I think that'd be a waste of energy. I'm just gonna go straight to 180. And then I will see what happens after that. But yeah, I'm gonna get 180 on the bar. That was okay. That was okay. I'm gonna hit a top set in a moment. I think 200 will be okay for today, judging by that. 140 felt very light, to be honest with you. 180, I could really feel the weight jump. I know it's 40 kilos heavier, but you know what I mean. 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate felt very easy. But the jump from 3 plates to 4 plates, like the 140 to 180, that felt a lot harder. So I'm going to do a smaller weight jump now, top out at 200 kilos. And considering I haven't done this exercise for quite a few weeks, my base strength is pretty good on it. And the most I ever do is 220, and that's on very rare occasions. So, right, let's get another 10 on the bar. Ugh. Pendlays are really good when it comes to like trying to get that drive from the ground. If you're someone that's relatively slow off the ground, like I'm not a very fast puller. I'm very consistent with my speed, but I'm not a very explosive puller. But this really does kind of help you build that tension and move quickly. Whew. Okay, last set. That's enough. Okay, I'll just catch my breath for a couple of minutes. Let the breathing come down a little bit. 200 for 5, considering I haven't done this exercise for a few weeks. I do other support exercises. And to be honest with you, I said to you guys recently, I've just started getting back into very heavy squats and deads. So I can't do the heavy bench stuff. So I'd been focusing a lot more onto the bodybuilding style workouts. I'm doing extremely high volume deadlift, coupled with like bodybuilding style workouts, rather than my usual heavy deadlift session, bodybuilding session, and then a support session. So this is my first like full proper support session I've done for a few weeks. And you know, my base strength is good. My deadlifts are coming back up. So my short-term goal, short-term, long-term, depending on how you look at it, over the next few weeks, I want to work back up to 400 kilos. If I'm perfectly honest, I think it's there already. I do think it's there. You guys may have seen a couple of weeks ago, I pulled 380 for 5, which was very as comfortable as 380 can ever feel, but it felt pretty good. If you haven't seen that video, please go and check it out. It has got next to no views. I think it's just got about 100 views. But if you are someone that's new to the channel or one of my regular subscribers, because YouTube doesn't push my channel anymore, please go and check it out. I think I uploaded this about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. In fact, about 2 weeks ago. But I've got 380 for 5. So ordinarily what I do, and that was peaking at the time. So what I would then do is I'd have 2 or 3 sessions, separate sessions, before I try a heavy deadlift again. My body just can't pull extreme. I can pull quite regularly, but I can't pull what you'd say extremely heavy. My volume sessions are ranging anywhere from 180 to 260 kilos for my deadlifts, for either multiple sets of 5 or the odd occasional set of 10. But the volume work has really helped with my deadlift at the moment. And I've never done such high frequency deadlifts. I've been deadlifting at times twice a week, 3 times a week even sometimes. And it's absolutely working a treat. So I don't know what there is to it, if there's any science behind it. I have no idea. I've never done it before, but I just thought I'd try it out. And as I said, as my lower back is knitting itself back together, I'm starting to feel a bit more like myself. All right, anyway, my next exercise that I'm going to choose today is going to be T-bar rows. Now, you guys have seen me, if you're someone that's subbed to my channel for a while, you've seen me do T-bar rows quite a lot. I've got 2 ways of doing them. I either do them from the ground and into chest, or I do them when I'm kind of standing up around 45 degrees to the ground. Today I'm going to do them from the ground and be quite explosive. Again, I'm hoping to work up to a decent amount of weight. That could be anywhere 8 plates plus. I'll see how it goes. I'll see how the warm-ups go. I'm not putting pressure on myself ultimately. I'm doing this for a bit of fun. And you know, if the old joints and lower back aren't feeling it today, then I won't do it. But going by those Pendlay Rows, I felt extremely strong. So I would imagine 8 plates plus should be there for a fair few reps. Now, what I will do, as you've seen in some of my other videos, I will warm up in low reps. And so I'll warm up in 5s, and then for the main event, whatever my top weight is, and I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I'll see once I get underneath the bar. I will then, for my top set, I'll try and get a set of something like 10 with it. But the idea is, as I'm doing sort of 6 plates, 7 plates, 8 plates, or whatever, I don't want to burn myself out by doing lots and lots of reps with those. They are just a means to an end. They're just a way of getting me to my top set. So, you know, I try not to expend too much energy. All right, anyway, give me a couple of minutes and I'm going to go and set up. Okay, because I'd already done some pretty heavy Pendlay Rows, I'm starting out reasonably heavy. So what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just checking. They are real. Okay, right. So just warming up in sets of 5. Okay, gonna go straight into 7. Again, this is another exercise that really helps from that kind of explosive pull from the ground. Really hits the sort of spinal erector. I find it helps kind of prime you for that kind of real powerful drive. When you do them at a sort of slightly more 45-degree angle, when you're sort of more like here, I find it hits my kind of rhombus, centre back, lower traps a little bit more. But here, bent right over, I find it really hits the spinal erector. They're both great ways of doing it. I would say a lot of the time in gyms, on the odd occasions, you do see people doing these nowadays. Again, it's another forgotten exercise. People don't like lifting weight anymore. I know I'm a bit of a dinosaur, but I like picking up heavy things from the ground. But when people do them in gyms, a lot of the time they stand really upright. Now, I understand we want to move a little bit more weight. And when you are standing up here or there, you are able to probably move a bit more weight, absolutely. But you need to think, what are the benefits? What am I actually trying to hit? You know, is it I'm trying to hit my ego, or am I trying to hit my upper back? Am I trying to hit my lower back, or you know, whatever it is you're doing? And I'm not the gym police by any means. No one has done more ego lifting in their life than me. But what I would say is sometimes just objectively stand back and think, you know what? Instead of trying to do 5 plates or 6 plates, maybe I'd get a little bit more benefits by going a little bit lighter and doing, you know, 4 plates, getting my form down, actually kind of engaging and feeling the muscle. He says as he's about to tear it off the ground. All right, okay, 7 plates. Again, 5 reps. My poor hands. Okay, I'm gonna get 8 plates on there now. Top tip, I've given you this tip before. If you haven't got a deadlift jack or anything like that, get a little tiny plate, like so, and then just roll it on top. And whoops, he says, and then that will give you a little bit of clearance. I'm not sure if you can see exactly from this angle. I'm just messing around with angles and things. Now, Rob, you know me, Rob. You always comment and what have you. And I remember on one of those videos, you said you quite like the side angle because you felt close to the action or whatever. So here you go. This is just for you, close to the action. Okay, now this is potentially my top set. I don't quite know yet. When I get it in my hands, I'll be able to tell you. I will either do 5 reps and then move up, or if it feels just about right, then I will do 10 reps with it, or as close to 10 as possible. Yeah, it felt okay. Felt okay. What I will do now is I'll switch off the camera in a moment, give myself a couple of minutes. I'll load up 9 for my top set. As I said, if I'm perfectly honest, that felt fine. I could have done a very easy 10 with that. So give me a couple of minutes, get myself together, and you can rejoin me then. Looks like fun. 9 plates. right, finished on those. I've managed to get my breath back. No. 9 plates felt relatively comfortable, to be honest with you. I can squeeze 10 plates on there on a good day. I've got an absolute mishmash of different weights because I bought most of my weights during COVID. So I've got so many different brands, so many different companies, and some of the 20 plates are a bit thicker than others. So it just depends on the combination. I can get 10 slightly thinner plates on there, but the way things stacked up then, I couldn't have got 10 on there even if I wanted to. But I'll take 9 plates for a relatively comfortable 10. Was not bad. I think if I'm honest with you, I could have probably got 15 if I'd have really gone for it. Okay, I'm going to finish off now with some chest supported rows. You'll notice a theme, rows. Now, I'm not going to be going super duper heavy on these. So rather than doing a bench row, I'm going to be doing, sounds weird, but a standing seal row. And I'll probably just do about 3 sets with it. I will probably use my EZ bar just because I have to attach it to my frame and just the logistics of it all. I haven't got the dimensions in my gym because of, you'll see in a moment when I set it up. I can't actually fit a long bar in position without it kind of hitting all of my other equipment and things. So I will try it with an EZ bar to start with. Normally when I do standing seal rows, I use dumbbells, but I'm going to try an EZ bar to start with because they're a bit shorter. And then if the EZ bar doesn't work, I'll change over and I'll probably use just like the 50 kilo dumbbells or something like that for, now with these, not going to be going crazy heavy. So my rep range, even in the warm-ups, will be probably more like 8 to 10. And I find that's a nice happy medium. You can move a bit of weight, but it's not going to be anything crazy. And then that will be the end of the workout. Anyway, I'm going to go and set up. Okay, so final exercise. As I said, I'm just going to do 3 sets. I just did a very quick set with a plate, so I've got 2 plates on there now. Plate was fine, so I just went straight to 2 plates, just to kind of get the range of motion. Now, seal rows. Now, this is a weird one. So ordinarily a seal row, you've seen me do seal rows before where you actually lie down flat on the bench. So I'm doing a standing seal row, so I've got this great piece of equipment here. If you're from the UK, Factory Weights, there's a site called Factory Weights, and they have got so much great equipment on there. I've been buying loads of stuff off them recently, and I got this off them because I've seen like a Rogue one and like all different brands. It's called a Bulldog pad. It's very versatile. You can set it up and do lots of different exercises, just as long as you can attach it into your frame. But I really like it for a standing seal row. So with seal rows, they're very strict row. I'm using an EZ bar as well, so it allows me to get a slightly better range of motion as well, so I can pull up a little bit higher. But it really hits the sort of centre back, rhombus, and you're as strong as your weakest link when it comes to lifting. You know, with deadlifts, you want every area of your back to be strong. Now this, as I said, is a very humbling experience when you go onto a seal row. Very, very humbling. I think the most I've done is about 160, 180 on a lying seal row. 160 maybe, I don't even think I've done 180. But they are hard. Anyway, enough talking. Now, if you notice, I'm trying to do it under control. I'm not being explosive. I'm being relatively controlled. kind of defeats the purpose with a seal row being explosive. It's hard to explain, but I liken it to using strength rather than power. I describe strength as kind of squeezing, contracting, whereas power is just moving things fast and being explosive. My first two exercises were all about power, moving as much weight as quickly as possible, which of course you need for the deadlift. But this is more about isolated strength. Right, I'm going to put a 10 on to start with, 2 plates and a 10, and then I might go up to 3 plates, and then that'll be me finished. But if you are not someone that ever uses a seal row, highly recommend them. And again, when you're doing them, you want to do your best to stay pretty parallel to the ground. If you notice, that's a theme for me as well. Most of my movements, I'm not really coming much above parallel. It's that kind of lower element I'm concentrating on today. It works for me. It works for me. I'm not a bad deadlifter. So, you know, I'm not saying you have to do everything that I'm doing today, but it might be something that's worth giving it a try. Okay, anyway, right, set number 2. Okay, again, reasonably comfortable. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to, I'll do 3 plates for my last set. So I've kept this workout relatively raw. One, in terms of the feedback I've got from you guys, the feedback has been quite positive, that you quite like the rawer style. And 2, it's just a lot easier to edit, to be honest with you. Right. Okay, last set, I've got 3 plates on the bar, and then we are done. So my first rep, when I pick it up, I have to come up because my arms aren't quite long enough to pick it from the ground from this height. So my first rep always comes up a little bit, and then after that I do my best to settle down and not really move off the pad too much. I say that now, but we're on 3 plates, which is pretty tough for a seal row. That's a breath there. Okay, that's the workout done. Wow, my voice has gone very deep. Got a bit of a cold, but you know, whatever. Man flu and all of that. Yeah, that's the workout done. So that's what a typical deadlift support style workout looks like for me. And overall, it was very successful. Moved some decent weight. Got 200 kilos on the Pendlay Row for 5. So, as I said, 200 kilos is a good working weight for me. The most I ever really do is 220. But considering I haven't done it for a few weeks, 200 is a very good start. And then the T-bar again looked very comfortable. what was that, 9 plates for a few reps on that. And then just finishing off with some seal rows. Now, the seal rows, I felt very comfortable with them, to be honest. There was probably another 10 kilos aside in there, but you know. And as always, I've got a client in a minute. Right, hopefully you get to see this video. YouTube's still not really pushing my channel. I think my last one, my traps and neck video, got about 60 views the last time I saw, but whatever, I'm still sticking to the one format a week. So if you are regular to the channel, if you're new to the channel, I'm uploading on Mondays from now on. At the moment, until the channel picks up a bit. If the channel picks up a bit, I might go back to doing 2 or 3 videos a week, but at the moment, it's just not working out because YouTube had just killed my channel. So, but I am doing a regular video on a Monday. In UK time, it's 6 p.m. I'm trying to set them for premiere at 6 p.m. So look out. All right. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to look at this little old video, this little old man in his back garden messing around. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit notifications, all that good stuff. The comments really do help. It does wake the algorithm up and shows that YouTube that there is a little bit of interest in the channel. So if you can, drop me a little emoji or something, it really will help. Anyway, you guys take care. I'll speak to you soon.